Hey man, thank you for doing this, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah, yeah, man. How's everything been, man? How's comedy been for you?
Oh, it sucks, man.
Why does it suck?
Wha I don't wanna do this. Do you enjoy comedy?
Yeah, it's funny.
Doing it? You enjoy doing it? I don't, man.
Yeah.
It
Why don't you enjoy doing
it's the last resort. Because people are always people always ask me, they're like, "Should I get into comedy?" I'm like, "No."
it?
If your life is a little bit good, like, if you have a nice place to live, a car, if you have a nice woman in your life, a family, like, don't do this. Run away.
Why not do it though? Like, are you finding challenges like this in comedy?
I don't think it's as glamorous as I think the fantasy of comedy is much better than the reality.
Yeah.
S um,
Like, yeah, they make it seem like you're gonna be like the fighter pilot, and next thing you know, like you're homeless and in your car for a while.
yeah, I think homelessness is the natural trajectory of, being a comedian.
Yeah, so you went through that too? You were homeless for a bit?
I've been homeless a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
How do you treat that? Like, do you just kind of, like, just try to find jobs and things like that, and then you just, like, do comedy at night or something, or
I I eventually I gave up looking for a job. Like, I used to go to the library and apply to jobs
Mhm.
all freaking day. And eventually I, gave up, and I literally just had to get on an e-bike and DoorDash. That's the only way and I actually make more money doing that than most jobs anyway, so it's fine.
Do you have any crazy stories from just doing that? I feel like there would be a bunch of shit to
From
say.
DoorDashing,
Yeah, from just being on a bike, just out and just getting the food and everything.
people recognize me a lot. That's weird. It's very strange to be, recognizable and, moderately famous, very moderately famous, but then, I'm still DoorDashing. I was so it's always weird. I get a lot of love, people see me on the street, they say nice things to me, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm still on a bike door dashing." It's weird.
Yeah, that sucks. That sucks, man. Like, I used to DoorDash too, and I fucking hated it, so I can only imagine, like, trying to do it, like, all the
It's
time.
but it's better than working any regular job, like in a factory or something.
Mhm. Do you have any kinda, like, professions other than, like, comedy?
Well, I was a truck driver. I drove semi trucks.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, truck driving is the only thing that can make you more suicidal than comedy. So,
No, why is that?
it's the worst. You gotta live over the road, um, no one to talk to. No one to fuck, no one you have yourself, man. There's you work 14 hours a day for, I used to work 70 hours a week for $300.
What? Driving
Yeah,
trucks?
yeah,
No way.
and I'll call him out too. So, Werner w Werner okay, Werner got hit with the class action lawsuit,
Mhm.
and, 3 years later, I finally got the results of it. They're like, it's like a $18 million lawsuit. Find out what you're getting paid." And I clicked on it, I got $57.
No, you got 57 bucks?
Out of 18 million, I got 57 bucks.
Oh my gosh. Dude, I know what you're talking about. I did one of them class action suits, and I got, like, I think, like, a quarter or something like that.
Yeah,
I was like, it wasted more time trying to get it.
exactly. Yeah, the whole time I was working for them, like, this ain't legal. There's no way this is legal.
No? Did you ever, like, try, like, hot-shotting or anything like that?
No, um, truck driving, it's really hard to make money
Right.
in truck driving right now. The government kinda ruins everything, and, it's just so the cost to run your own business now in trucking is insane. They're trying to get rid of, the independent truckers, so
Mhm.
everybody has to work for a company, and when you work for a company, it's really hard to make a good living in truck driving.
Yeah, dude, I bet. Is that how you ended up in all these other, like, cities, truck driving, or was that just you independently going out there?
No, I was never truck driving doing comedy.
Gotcha.
Um, Actually, I lost my house in Mississippi, so that's when I got back in the semi truck. Thankfully, I was sober enough at the time to pass a drug test, or
Mm.
else I would have really been screwed. So I just had to live out of the truck for a little bit, and then I did 6 more months of that. I was like, I can't. I'm done with this.
Mhm.
And the only reason I got into comedy was I was literally just listening to the Rogan podcast, and they mentioned the mothership. So I went to Austin for like 2 months just to see what it was about.
Oh, yeah? You just came here and
Then
just started doing open mics?
yeah, I was really, like, unsatisfied with it, so I went to LA for a while. LA is where I really got better.
What's that scene like?
In terms of the big 3, in terms of, like, LA, Austin, New York, I think the open mic scene in LA is the best,
Mm.
and, I think you're able to get better. Uh, it is tough. There's a lot of people pleasers.
Mhm.
In LA, there's a lot of comics just playing the political game to get booked, and because that gets rewarded in LA.
Oh, okay.
Um, or I guess if you do wanna be a little more edgy, you probably gotta go to Austin or New York even. That's why I have, like, LA friends who hit me up. They're like, "Well, I just can't take it out here. I wanna come to Austin." Uh, but I'm like, "I don't really think you." It's just to me, it's really hard to get good in Austin.
Mm. Yeah, nah, man, I don't know anything about LA, like, but I just have, like, this uh, sort of, like, idea about what I think it might be like. You know, like, I guess in my head, I think automatically, I'm like, it's gonna be a bunch of, like, fake people and, nobody's gonna be, like, saying, like, real shit. Is that, like, accurate, or you think that's more like,
It's accurate in terms of, like, fake people. First of all, first things first, I met a lot of great people, and there's a lot of freaking awesome people in
Oh, yeah.
LA. But there are a lot of people who, like, just say what they need to say to get booked,
Mhm.
in terms of, like, the political side. And I don't even do politics in my comedy. Um, but, like, yeah, if you lean hard left and do left humor in LA, you'll get rewarded for it, and that's just the reality. So, yeah, I don't know. That's just how it is, and it sucks. I just think if you can make the crowd laugh, that's what should get rewarded, but it's just not the case, you know?
Yeah, is that why you chose, like, to kinda do one-liners, is because you just wanted to get people laughing, like, right off the bat?
Um, well, what's interesting, the reason I started doing the one-liners is because in case I ever got in case I ever got on KillTony, I wanted to be able to do quick jokes in a minute.
Yeah.
But then it took me a year and a half to get pulled, and I just started kinda falling in love with doing the one-liners.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Um, and my favorite comedian was always Demetri Martin,
Great comedian.
and, he explained one time how a joke is like a puzzle. And once I, like, understood what he meant by that, it became so fun to me to put that puzzle together. And to me, it's a lot more fun to write those one-liners than it is to just write long stories or, do long stories.
Mhm. Yeah, so what did he say about that? What was the puzzle?
Um, basically basically people laugh when they make the connection.
Mhm.
So when you're writing a joke, you have to get 2 things to connect. Right? So, like, it's very literal when they have to get it to laugh. So it's fun to, like, be like, "Okay, what does this do? And then what else does that?" And you connect them together for the joke, and then they get it. That's the puzzle. It's just making 2 things connect.
Yeah. Do you find it easy to make those connections, or
Um, it gets a lot easier. You have to train your brain to do it.
Mm.
Because like, people tell me all the time, they're like, "Oh, one-liner comedy, that's the hardest form of comedy." Uh, but they really just need to train their brain to do it. Once you know how to do it, the jokes kinda just come to you.
Mhm.
Like, I don't ever look for jokes. I don't write. Like, I don't sit down and write. I literally just let everything come to me. You have to let the joke just hit you, and it's cool when it'll hit you at any time.
Dang, so
So
so, like, there's nothing that you just kinda do to pull inspiration from anywhere, it just kinda just comes organically?
yeah, I always let it happen organically. The last, like, 6 months I pretty much just, like, get high for 2 weeks straight. Everything, like, just filters into me during those 2 weeks, and then I cycle off for 2 weeks to lower my tolerance,
Mhm.
and
Oh,
then
okay.
I just cycle it back. I only do it when I'm high because it just comes to me.
Like, just you're kinda freeing, you
I'm
know?
yeah, I pretty much just lay down in bed and get high and everything comes to me.
Yeah?
That's just the reality.
Do you find that, like, one particular, like, substance helps you more than other? Like, does weed, like,
Yeah.
help you
Oh,
better or
I have a secret weapon,
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna reveal it because then everyone's gonna start doing it.
that's right.
But,
Yeah, yeah, don't reveal the secrets, man.
no, there's a certain variant of THC
Mhm.
that people aren't using that's very potent. There's a gummy that has it with some other stuff, and I can f do it, like, gets me where I need to get to, and just everything flows to me.
Dude, I love those gummies, man. I know what you're talking about, though, like, cause a lot of times if I'll take the gummies, I could sit and actually, like, if I'm stuck on a joke, I can sit and it will just, like it'll just kinda, like, flow out. I'll just get into, like, this flow state, and I'll just come up with a bunch of tags. But I
Mhm,
don't like so what I do is, like, when I write, I'll kinda, like, write down, like, a whole big, long thing and kinda, like, trim it down. So to hear that, like,
mhm.
are you always just thinking about jokes? Like, always?
Yes and no,
Okay.
because I'm never forcing it, but I'm always letting it happen.
Oh, okay.
You have to find that balance. Like, I'm never gonna be like, "Look at that. Let me make a joke about that." I'm just gonna look at it and if it hits me, it hits me. It's just there, you
Gotcha.
know? But I also believe in, um, putting stuff in your mind and just letting it incubate,
Mm.
and, like, a couple months later, it'll just hit me. Be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that thing I saw then, oh, now it works." It'll
Yeah.
just hit. I don't know how
Yeah.
to explain it.
It
Stuff just hits me. I
yeah.
don't force it. It just comes to me.
It makes sense, though. Like, so do you have, like, what separates a good joke from, like, a bad joke in that?
Um, the structure is much more important than the idea. This is actually something I talk about on in my KillTony interview coming up. Tony kinda asked me the same thing,
Mm.
and I explained to him, dude, I got a few weeks ago, when I was super high, and, like, I had this revelation
Hell yeah.
of joke writing, and I literally I go on Kill Tony and I tell him, "No, I'm in the process of rewriting 1,500 jokes right now because I just realized how the structure is so much important than the idea." Basically, you make a statement, but you have to pivot.
Mm.
I call it the ghost pivot. But because, therefore, so. If you can use those words without saying them out loud, and then push the punch to the very last word, that is the most successful joke. No one's gonna understand what I'm saying, I totally know, but but
Yeah.
it makes sense,
Yeah.
trust me.
It makes sense. Yeah, totally. It makes sense to you, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what's most important, man. But you can see it, dude, like, cause you're up there and, like, you're getting laughs from this whatever you're doing it right, man. Like, people think you're hilarious.
But here's the thing, like, I haven't even scratched the surface of my potential because, like, I just keep learning,
Mhm.
and I feel like, I've really, like, pivoted the last couple months in my joke writing
Oh,
and
awesome.
really learning, like, the formula, I guess. A lot of people run over their punchlines.
Mhm.
Um, you have to end on a word that's punchy, and a lot of people just run right over the punchline. They don't give the crowd that time to laugh. So a lot of times a comic will say a funny idea, but nobody laughs, and they're wondering, "Well, why did nobody laugh at that?"
Mhm.
Says you had a funny idea, but you had no idea how to structure it. You have to structure things in a way that's designed to make people laugh.
Yeah. Do you ever like, you go out to open mics, and do you see that a lot? Do you see people doing that a lot? Like, where you're like, "Dude, that's such a good idea," but they just didn't execute it?
Yeah, oh, all the time.
Yeah.
And it's not just open micers. I mean, it's, more established people as well. They'll kinda go like, "Hmm, why did nobody laugh at that? That's funny."
Yeah, yeah.
It's because it was funny, you just didn't put it in the form of a joke to make people laugh. That's the biggest mistake people make in their joke telling is they run over the punchline.
Yeah.
You have to make it obvious that this is where you laugh.
I know exactly what you're talking about because there's been times I go out there and you'll see somebody just automatically like say their own joke and just get completely deflated, just by like the flatlining. I mean, shit, I've done that. You know what I mean? Like, how do you handle things like feeling like you're bombing?
Something I've gotten so much better at recently is when I am bombing,
Hmm.
I'm not bombing. I think the best comedians, even when they're bombing, you can't tell because they're so good at playing it off. If the crowd doesn't react well to a joke, I'm able to play it off so well now that I can get a laugh by
Hmm.
playing it off. And all comedy is building tension and breaking it.
Hmm.
So if I say something and they don't laugh, that's fine because what just happened is I built more tension.
Yeah.
So now I get an opportunity to break that tension again.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you have like just jokes like just ready to go just in case that happens?
um, yeah, like playing things off.
Yeah.
I think that's what really separates an open micer and an experienced comedian is when it's not going well, you know what to say immediately to turn it around.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm getting much better at having things ready to go for certain situations.
Hell yeah.
So
What was it? Was that also a pivotal moment when you figured that out about yourself?
it's a game changer
Yeah.
because before a lot of early comics when the set's not going well, they just don't know how to play it off right and turn it around. And then you're up there for like 10 minutes and it's super awkward.
Yeah.
But if you know how to lean into that tension and break it, I think that's the thing about doing stand up is it's really hard to understand things until you figure them out. I know that's dumb to say, but it's a
No, no.
feeling.
No, yeah, it's kinda like learning, like learning the ropes. Like there's a way
Yeah,
that you do this. You know what I mean?
exactly.
It's like I was telling somebody that's it's almost like so I play guitar and I was
Mhm,
like, dude, it's kinda like playing guitar, really.
mhm.
It's like, yeah, you start off and you're shitty as fuck, and then you slowly learn how to like put things together that work for you,
Yeah,
and that
and
becomes your song, you
yeah,
know?
and I was literally just gonna bring up a guitar analogy. There's like this great quote. He talks about like you spend all this time learning everything about the guitar and you got to think so much, so much, so much. Then eventually you just get to turn your brain off and
Yeah,
play.
yeah.
That's a point where I'm getting to in my stand up is when I go up there, I can just turn my brain off and play because whatever the situation is, I know which notes to hit
Mm,
because the crowd is part of the instrument. The crowd wants to be heard too,
mhm.
and you have to know how to play the instrument that is the crowd.
Man,
And
yeah, that's good, dude.
once you figure that out, you start getting a lot better at stand up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. And that really that kinda hits me because I think back to like when I was on KillTony, and I've mentioned on here like a bunch because I was on KillTony, right? And I went and I said my jokes, but I remember like I had to like seriously like super think about everything I do with my jokes. And then I told them I play guitar and they gave me a guitar and I just played it. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah.
It's like, but it wasn't like, the reverse. I was thinking super heavily about my jokes, but with the guitar, I was like, oh yeah, fuck it, I could just do it.
Mhm.
And so it's kinda like, yeah, so what you're saying sort of like, man, if I could just get that way about my jokes,
Yeah.
I would be good to go? So
Mhm.
that's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. Do you find yourself, like, just sort of, like, reflecting on your joke writing and on, like, your sets at the end of the night or anything like that, or
I don't really like think about a set when I'm done with it. I'm
Mhm,
I'm very much based on feel. I don't
mm,
really think about things, I just feel them. I remember when I was, bus driving I was training to be a bus driver, and I
nice.
I I already had experience driving semi-trucks, which is way harder than driving a bus, right?
Mm,
And when I was training to drive the bus, the trainer would tell me all this shit. "When you get here, do this." 5 paces, look at this, turn that. I'm like, shut the fuck up. That's not how my brain works. I'm all feel.
All feel.
Just
That's
let
it.
me do the damn thing.
Yeah.
And that's how I am with comedy. It's all feel. So like when I'm done with the set, I don't really have to think about it and analyze it. I've felt it.
You felt
and
it.
I know how to react after.
Yeah. Dude, like, so you have how many freaking like one-liners that you can go off of? Do you have any
Oh,
idea?
how many? On my laptop, it's up to like 1,500, but
Fuck.
that doesn't mean they're all good. A lot of them
Sure.
suck.
Yeah.
But it's important. So one of the best pieces of advice I heard was from one of the writers of Rick and Morty. He said, write the bad stuff.
Mhm.
So when I have an idea and I know it's probably not good, I still write it down. Because what you don't want to do is get in the habit of saying, that's not good. I don't need to write it down.
Yeah.
Because then you're going to think that about everything. Eventually, you're not going to write anything.
Yeah.
So whatever joke I have, I still write it down. And I like to go try it because, look, I don't know everything.
Mhm.
Something I think is stupid, sometimes it works. And then sometimes the ones I think are really good,
Yeah.
they don't work so well.
Yeah.
So,
That's good right there. Yeah, because you don't know what other people are thinking, you know?
yeah. What I used to, I would say like the first like 2 years of comedy, like I was really more complex. And I had to come to the realization of you gotta dumb it way down.
Mm.
And that's not being disrespectful to the audience. I'm not saying the audience is dumb, but I need to get them to laugh. And for you to laugh, you gotta get it quick.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because if I might say something complex and you might sit there and go, oh, okay, yeah, that's good, that's funny. But it doesn't matter because you didn't laugh.
Right, right.
You
And then
know?
by the time they get it, you're already moving on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Man, I had this toilet joke that did that, like, and I forgot what the punchline was now, but yeah, it was like, for some reason, I was like, "Oh, man, this is gonna be good," and then I get up there, and it was like, it just sucked, like, nobody fucking liked it, like, ever, you know? But it was funny because I began my next joke, and then all of a sudden, people just, like, started laughing, you know? So do you take, like, when you go out there, do you take, like, your best jokes of the night and, like, move them over to try to, like the Chris Rock thing, you know?
I don't know. What does that mean?
So apparently what Chris Rock did was he would have like a new set, right? And
Mhm.
and I just saw this like on Instagram somewhere,
Mhm.
but he would take the set and he would say the jokes, right? And then he would put the jokes that did well in like a green column, and then the jokes that didn't do well in a purple column. And the next time he took all the green ones and he moved it over, you know, and basically and he kept moving over the columns until he had all green. So people were like, "Oh, how did Chris Rock do it?" And it's like he did that. Do you have like kind of like a kind of same sort of thing? Where,
Yeah, so I get what you're saying,
Mhm.
and, um, sort of.
Sort of.
So, um, I know the jokes that are gonna pop well,
Mm,
and I like to put in jokes that I know aren't gonna do as well in between things,
mm,
because it goes back to what I said earlier about building tension.
yeah.
Sometimes I I know this is gonna sound super arrogant, and I'm not acting like I'm the greatest comedian ever, because I'm not, and I have so long to go. But I
Mhm.
do tell jokes that I know aren't gonna work.
Oh, okay.
Strictly to build tension. So
Hell
I
yeah.
do have jokes. Yes, I guess to your analogy, yes, I have green jokes,
Sure.
but
Sure.
I have jokes that are more red,
Gotcha.
and I mix them in to build tension. It's something I kinda learned from Harland Williams. I
Oh,
feel
okay.
like I picked up on Harlan doing this. He says stuff that he knows isn't gonna work, but
Yeah.
that's why it's funny.
Yeah.
And what it does is it builds so much tension. So then when you really have a green joke, boom, now that thing's really gonna pop more. It's something I've been messing around with.
That's pretty
So,
cool though.
yeah.
I didn't even think to do that, man. I think that I think I just tell people that my sets, like, I just tell people like my whole set is pretty much like shitty. you know, but no, man, that's pretty cool. Like, so was it Harlan Williams that kind of gave you that sort of inspiration to do that, or was that something that you just kind of naturally fell into?
Harlan's and William. So William Montgomery, I don't know. This is gonna sound really bad, and I'm sorry, William. Sometimes I think William does it too,
Okay.
where he says something he knows probably isn't gonna work,
Yeah.
but it builds more tension. I know I keep reiterating it, but it's all about building tension and breaking it.
It really is, though.
So yeah, and that's what I learned from Jordan Peele. Is because Jordan Peele, great comedy writer, amazing horror story writer. And he has this quote. He's like, comedy and horror is the same thing. It's building tension and releasing it strategically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once I like grasped that, I really started messing around with structuring my sets differently.
Yeah.
Don't just have all the green jokes in order.
Mm-hmm.
Throw in some stuff that doesn't work as well
Yeah.
to build tension.
Yeah. No, it makes sense because that was something that I was sort of learning too, like about what that looks like. Because I think that whenever I went out and I started doing comedy, like I would just give the audience everything. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't create that tension that you're talking about. And I found that like I started getting laughs when I started writing like towards that, but I'm still kind of learning what that is. Like, so
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people. This is actually the biggest mistake I see in young or beginning comics is they're trying way too hard. They're trying to convince the audience that they're funny. That's the wrong approach. The audience can tell when you're trying way too hard. And like something I picked up from Mitch, when Mitch is the times he's really crushing, he knows he's funny. And he's not trying to convince you he's funny because he knows he's funny. And when he's just floating in the joke and letting it go, not even trying, that's when he gets the best reactions from the crowd.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like the biggest takeaway I learned from him was don't try. Like you know you're funny. Don't convince them you're funny.
Right.
Just spill your mind and let them enjoy it.
Yeah. It's kind of like a pushy salesman. You know, you're not going to buy it just because he's fucking just telling you to buy it. Like they got to sell it to you.
Yeah. Yeah, it was and it really comes down to anything. Something I've been like something I've been really thinking about like when I'm high. Like I've been like really digging in deep, getting in parts of my brain lately. And I've been really understanding polarity. And there can only be 100% of something between two people. So like if I'm giving you more than that 50%, it starts to become unattractive or you start pulling away.
Ooh, wow.
And that's the thing. It's the same thing. Like if you ever meet a girl who's like just giving you too much, it's like, whoa,
right.
I'm back up. Same thing with you. If every guy's guilty of this. We've given too much to a woman and she pulls away, right? It's polarity. There's only 100% between two people. So it's the same thing with stand-up comedy. If the comedian is up there just trying way too hard, the audience is like, whoa.
Yeah.
But if he's just up there spilling his brain, hey, enjoy this or not, I don't really give a fuck if it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then the crowd is much more engaged.
Yeah. Yeah. Just when I found that like when it's so weird because you go in cycles, I guess, like when you're kind of learning comedy. And it's like at the beginning, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm just going to be myself. And then I was like, wait, what? No, but what is that? I need to go up there and I'm just going to perform. And then all of a sudden, like now it's coming back to like, oh, fuck it. I'm just going to be myself.
Yeah. And a great piece of advice in that regard, who's Mark Norman gives the best comedy advice. If anybody needs to learn how to do comedy, go listen to Mark Norman's podcast and stuff.
I love that, man. Yeah.
He said, your voice in comedy is your best jokes. So whatever your best jokes are, that is your voice.
Mhm.
Once you understand that, it becomes much easier to just be you and relax more on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one of the big struggles of comedy is literally just figuring out how to stand on stage and telling jokes. I just told someone, I was just talking to her, I said, it took me 3 years to figure out how to hold a microphone the way I wanted to hold it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, how are you doing in the beginning?
Oh, I would try in the beginning, I would keep it in the stand, um,
Oh, okay.
because then I could have both hands free.
Yeah.
But then I've kinda found that the more expressive physical comedy wasn't really my realm.
Mhm.
I was a big cord grabber. I would just be grabbing like 6 feet of cord.
Oh, no shit.
And, so that's why people ask me, "Why do you put your hand in your pocket?" I put I'll do an hour-long set with my hand in my pocket because I can't grab the cord and my hand's in my pocket.
Yeah. You seem like when you're doing your jokes on stage, you seem like you're kind of like in sort of like a flow state in the way that you kinda get them. Like, are you just like, do you prepare your set or do you just go like, "I'm just gonna go there and just do my thing?"
It's prepared. I have to prepare it because I'm telling so many jokes.
Yeah.
I have to know them in order. But yeah, it kinda goes into that flow state, kinda back to what we were talking about with the guitar. Is like once you
Yeah,
can
you're
turn
just
your brain
going.
off, you're just
Yeah.
going.
Yeah. Man, like, sometimes, like, when it comes to, because I kinda do the whole, story with the tags deal. So,
Mhm,
I like, my whole thing is, like, I just if I got, like, 3 minutes, I know that's gonna be enough for, like, one story with a bunch of tags and a punchline.
mhm.
But, like, I can never, like, figure out, like, how I could remember. Like, how like, do you just how do you just remember
Me
just those one-liners like that, or
I do have a really good memory in general,
Oh, okay.
but what I'm great at is coming up with mnemonic devices.
Oh,
So
okay.
every joke leads into the next one
Yeah.
to me. It would not make any sense to anyone else, but
Yeah.
I have my own mnemonic device that every joke leads into the next one.
Dude, I've always wanted to get into mnemonic devices, like, because I'm very big on, like, writing
Mhm.
everything. Like, I don't know why, but that's just, like, the way, like, my mind works.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Have you been doing that, like, since you were a kid? Like, just
Yeah,
mnemonics?
yeah. I guess it always just came natural to me. I guess it seems weird to me that people don't use that method
Yeah.
because it's so powerful. Every joke I have has a one-word name. Sometimes the one word will lean into the title of the next joke.
Oh, yeah.
Or sometimes this joke is about this. Well, it reminds me of this, which is
Yeah.
the next joke. It makes sense to me. So,
Mm. Oh,
it's,
yeah.
mnemonic devices are the best way to remember your material.
Yeah, yeah. Man, I totally see that. I forgot which comedian said it, but, like, I saw something recently about, like, like, what if the word acronym was an acronym or something like that?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
I was like, "Man, that was really funny."
Yeah, and
You know?
that's another one acronyms as well. So like I said, every joke has a one-word title.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll take the first letter of those jokes and it'll spell like maybe it'll spell rust.
Okay.
And I'll remember, oh, the next 4 jokes are rust, and that's
Oh, that's badass.
yeah.
Yeah, so you can do, like, a paragraph and just know all the jokes. Man, that is fucking cool. What's the longest set you've ever done?
I've done an hour. In terms of like a good one, 45. Um,
A good 45? That's not bad, though.
it's really important to be able to do the longer sets. That's how you really get better. I really turned the corner when I was able to get more stage time and start doing like the half hour sets and whatnot. In the open mic scene, it's really hard to get good at comedy doing it 3 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
But once you do like the half hour pluses, you can really like you have more room for air
Yeah.
and you can fuck around a little bit, figure out what works more. Because if you're doing like 3 5 minute sets all the time, there's not a lot of margin for error. You're just trying to go with what you know.
Yeah. That's true, man. Like, I was telling, I think it was Jamie Lee when she was on here. I was like, I'm not trying to talk myself up because I'm not good, like, yet, but, like, but I prefer shows, like doing shows, because I feel like one, you get more time, and two, like it just feels like the pressure is like off. You know what I mean? Like, so do you still go out and do open mics?
Yeah, open mics. Okay, this is how I approach open mics. This is Bobby Lee's advice. It's the best advice I've ever heard for open micing. The point of an open mic is to get data. If I go to an open mic and I can get one piece of data, I'm cool with it.
Oh yeah.
But what really makes me angry is when I go waste my time there and I don't get any information to take back with.
Mm.
So I don't even. The open mic isn't about getting last for me. It's about just finding about one piece of data about a joke, about the structure of a joke. Like this idea works. A lot of times I'll go to an open mic. I'm not even telling jokes.
Mm.
I'm just throwing out the premise to see if it gets a chuckle. I'm like, oh, okay, I can mess around with that one.
Hell yeah.
So, someone said that to me one time. I used to go to like the midnight mic at the creek,
Oh yeah.
and because at the midnight mic, there's no pressure. You just throw anything out there. And I was just like, I would throw out premises all the time. And someone stopped me and were like, you're not even telling jokes. I'm like, I know. Relax.
Yeah, I'm doing my shit.
But
man.
did
Back
someone,
off.
I don't have a joke for it yet, but I have an idea. Did it get a chuckle? Okay. Now I know I can mess with it, put it into the form of a joke.
I used to like going to those midnight mics, man. And then it was like, I felt like it was like me and like two other people. You might have even been there, to be honest with you. Like, how long have you been in Austin?
I've come and went. I've been
Okay.
here. I've been back in Austin for a full year now.
Oh, okay.
I've
Yeah.
spent in comedy. I've done 2 years in Austin. I've done a year in LA.
You prepared to go on KillTony. Like, how did you feel like your set went like on KillTony compared to like other sets that you've done?
My most recent appearance are in general.
I guess like your first appearance, like, when you got up there and everything, and you're in front of that fucking stage, which is crazy.
I have a funny story about that.
Hell yeah.
Actually, okay.
Tell it.
So, the first time I appeared on KillTony, they had just gotten new producers, and they decided to go with a smoke machine.
What?
Yeah. It was the first episode they ever did a smoke machine in the mothership. I went out there. I could not see anything.
Really?
Anything. And I was remember thinking to myself, I would think back on it. I was like, I couldn't see anything. Is that just how it's always like, or is it just a blur to me? Then the very next episode of KillTony, the air conditioning goes out. And they figure out it's because the smoke machine is like tripping the AC. Okay. And then they had to get rid of the smoke machine. So I was like, I knew I couldn't see anything. I knew it.
That was when they pulled the HVAC guy up on stage,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. I was the episode before that. That was the first time they ever tried the smoke machine. And it was always all in my head. Cause like, you know how like things are like a blur, I'm like, okay, is it just a blur to me, or could I really not see out there?
Right.
No, there was a smoke machine.
That's really funny, dude. Like, I specifically remember I could see this dude like right here, and he was like, and I kept like making eye contact with him. So if you didn't see anything, it might have been that fucking smoke machine.
That's why you see in my 2 appearances after, when Tony and them are just like bullshitting, I'm actually like standing there taking it all in, like looking around.
Whoa.
Cause like, oh, this is what it looks like.
Man, this is really cool, dude.
But in terms of how my appearances went, oh wow, the first one, I can't even remember. Oh, it didn't. They had a. It was weird because I didn't feel like it went well, but I got like a really big bump from it. So I'm like, okay, it must have been all right. But when I look back on my first appearance, I'm like, I really didn't even know how to write a joke yet. I say that just because I've rewritten those jokes and they work much better now. I learned in my second appearance that the first joke I need to tell just needs to be really simple that everyone can get. And I actually took that into my third appearance, which people will see. the first joke I told was super simple, and Tony actually calls me out on it, and he's like, "Oh, I get it. I know what you're doing. You're just warming the crowd up." I'm like, "Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing." Because I needed sometimes you just need to say something to get them on the same wavelength as me.
Yeah.
And then after I told that joke, I went out and I told 3 more one-liners that absolutely crushed.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
my 3rd appearance, my latest one, went very well.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see it, man. I really am because it's been been kinda crazy, man, seeing, like, like, your evolution of all this, especially, like, you go from, like, where you were at, like, LA, you come to Austin, everything. Did you ever think that it was gonna become what it has been for you?
Yes and no. I mean, I always knew I had potential to kind of blow up in a way.
Mhm.
Um, I didn't know it was gonna quite be this way because I guess I'm what I'm saying, I didn't understand how much, like, hate I would get because 'cause I'm so detached from it.
That's
Like,
good.
I guess, like, people want me to care about what they have to say about me, but I've just become so detached from it. People will see that in the latest interview I had with Tony. Tony's, like, really trying to grill me, and I'm just straight up telling him, like, "Dude, I don't care anymore.
Mm.
So detached from it." I told him, I'm like, "Dude, I'm just trying to shit, shower, and shave."
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, give me a real answer." I'm like, "That's the answer, dude." I know everyone deals with stuff, but I kinda get, like, a lot of times I get, like, such a barrage of bullshit thrown my way. The only way to make it through it is just to detach from it.
Yeah, I love what you said about that on Rick Diaz's podcast, that quote about the brilliance is the counterpart that
Yeah.
you said, like, of everyone telling you what to do, and I think he said it was like a beautiful statement, you know, and, I really, that resonated with me because it's like, it's such a human it's just a human thing, man. It's like, you're just doing your thing, you know? And, so I love that, dude. I love that like you said also, I think you said that you were, like, fueled by this kinda hate, you know?
Oh, I woulda quit so long ago. If people would just shut up, I
Right.
would have quit so long ago. And the thing is, people are always gonna try to tell you what to do for some reason. If I change everything about me today, they'll find a new reason to hate me tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's the reality. People love to hate. But what's really cool is I do have a lot of support and I have a lot of fans. Well, maybe not that many, but I have people who like me, and that's cool.
Yeah, man.
It's cool when people say nice things to me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, dude. So would you say that, like, the support outweighs the negativity?
I mean, and this will get deep, but I do have people who message me or stop me, and they'll tell me like, "Hey, I was in a really bad place. I was, I was getting ready to, and I found you, and it really helped me." And that stuff is always gonna outweigh some jackass
Yeah.
saying stupid shit.
No, man, I love that. I love that for you. I love that you hang on mostly to the support and you kinda just, like, say, "Fuck the hate," because it's, especially this
Mm.
whole thing with comedy, it's like, you're gonna get fucking hate, people are gonna
Yeah.
fucking hate you.
Yeah, well, it's an entitlement to think you can have positivity without negativity. And nothing's that serious. That's what I don't think people understand when it comes to this whole comedy thing. It's comedy.
It's comedy,
It's
man.
fucking
Yeah.
I think I think comics take comedy too seriously in terms of comedy's become like a game of podcasting where it's like, let's get on a podcast and say some drama. I don't wanna do that shit. I just wanna go up there and tell a joke about a toaster,
Yeah.
you know? Like,
Yeah,
this is
man.
cool. It's a chill conversation, but, like, you see other podcasts, it's like, "Let's just go drama, 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 drama." Fuck that. I don't wanna be a comedian who's like that. You
Yeah.
see a toaster, make a joke about a toaster. That's me.
Dude, I know I told you before, like, the fucking your moon joke. Oh my god. I'm gonna if that's cool with you, I'm gonna put the moon joke in this video.
I don't believe in the moon landing. I believe it will stay in orbit.
Dude, what I love about that joke too is that it's so right there. It's, like, right
Yeah.
there. Like, the punchline, everything was just right there.
Yeah, that's what that's one of the best I think that's the best compliment a comedian can get is when someone tells them like, "Oh, that was right there." But I love it when people tell me like, "Oh, that was right there," because
Yeah.
that's what pisses me off the most is when I hear a a joke and I'm like, "How did I not think of that?" It's
Yeah.
you know. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to, like, post it just 'cause I want everybody to fucking see it. 'Cause me, like, when I saw it, I was like,
Mm.
"Oh, it was just literally right there." But
I actually haven't told that joke in front of like a real crowd yet. So well, I don't even know. We'll see if it actually works in front of a real audience.
oh, dude, I really would love to know.
We'll
I
find
really would love to see
I'll
it.
get a clip of it eventually. We'll see if it works.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Dude, have you ever heard of Geechee Guy?
I don't think so.
I'll have to send you some of his stuff, man. He's like, I think he's in the Guinness Book of World Records as like, he holds like, I think he told like 667 jokes in like an hour or something like that.
Okay.
Just some kind of crazy thing. Like he's like for the most joke writing, but he has a lot of those kind of like jokes that are just like right the
Yeah.
fuck there.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check that out then.
Yeah, I'll send it to you, man.
Is it's like in a stand-up setting or he's
Yeah.
just chill? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a stand-up comedian. He was around the 80s and the 90s and
Oh, okay.
you know, he was really good, man. I don't know when he passed. I think it was sometime in the early 2000s or something. And I wish I had like the ability. I would love to have the ability to be like, "Oh, let's watch this." You know,
Yeah.
I'm still kind of learning that.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, dude, like I'll send you some of his clips. I think you might
Okay.
like them cuz
Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't heard of it. Maybe I have seen him and I just don't know it, but yeah,
yeah, he's I can't I wish I could think of like one of his jokes for you, but his jokes are just very much like they're funny as fuck and they're just like, "Fuck, it's like right there. It was right there," you know?
Mhm.
Like, I don't know, man. They're pretty fucking good. I'll have to send you anything, dude.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. That's my approach to comedy is I'm not trying to go up there and say something like so profound.
Yeah.
I think that's another mistake comedians make is they try so hard to say something interesting or profound. That's you don't have to. You
Right.
can say the dumbest freaking thing, and if it gets a laugh, then it works.
Yeah. You know, we were talking about acronyms. You ever heard KISS, the acronym KISS?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That my okay. Another uh, method is the saying, "Play chess, not checkers."
Mm,
Not comedy. Just play checkers.
just play checkers. I love that, dude.
Yeah.
Just play checkers,
Mhm.
man. Hell yeah, dude. Well, did you let's see, did you want to put anything out at all or like for like anybody, like anything that's coming up, like anything new or
No, not not right now, man. I'm just laying low. And then I think next week there's gonna be some traffic coming my way, and hopefully I get some more stuff going then. And yeah,
hell yeah, dude. Oh
that's
yeah, you got any shows or anything?
shows
Yeah.
right now.
That was a weird way to ask
Nothing.
that, but yeah.
Yeah. No, no, I don't have any like headlining gigs coming up. But I'm sure I'm gonna get some more stuff here soon. So
Fucking right, dude. Hell
oh
yeah,
yeah.
man. The galaxy wants to know, are you having sexual relations with Senator Amidala?
Absolutely.
That's strictly against Jedi code.
Master Yoda is 900 years old. Never seen a woman naked. Do I lack discipline?
What about Mace Windu?
Master Windu's fucked so many people his lightsabers turned purple.
Okay, fair enough. What about Obi-Wan? He's a stickler for the rules.
Obi-Wan would fuck Padme if he could. He's a creep. He'd follow her to Mustafar.
Is being in a relationship with Padme worth all the trouble?
I can save her.
We have a saying on Earth. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her.
What are you suggesting?
I'm just saying, maybe let her breathe a little.
Did Obi-Wan tell you to say that?
No, maybe just give her some space. There's a rumor that the senator is pregnant. Are you looking forward to having kids?
I'm great with younglings.
How would you play with your kids? Build them a sandbox?
It's real funny. I bet Obi-Wan told you to say that. I'll force choke you right here if I have to.
We have the results of the DNA test. We're gonna find out who Anakin Skywalker's father is. Some say it's Kurt Cobain. Some say it's Mitch Hedberg.
I don't know who those people are.
All right, Anakin Skywalker, your father is Watto.
Is that a joke to you? Obi-Wan put you up to this.
It's not always Obi-Wan. Do you want to do this interview?
I did. Then you turned on me.
Not everyone is turning on you.